Hello and welcome to Roosevelt Rebel with your host Tisa Rebel Beltran. I'm not even lying. This is like the 10th time that I am recording this because I keep getting pissed off, going on tangents. So, just gonna say now, I am sick. I just spent money at a doctor's appointment that I don't have. This is my tea. It's actually a very delicious tea that I'm making. I'm making matcha tea with espresso and almond milk. So, I woke up this morning sick. I started feeling it yesterday, called into work. I started feeling it Monday, actually, with a sneezing spell, and I was like, well, this is a different kind of sneeze, because I know my body, and I pay attention to these things. So, I think it's the ADD in me, where I pay attention to fucking everything. Like the other day, I walked into my room, and there was a high-pitched buzzing, and I was flipping the fuck out, and I was on the phone with my friend, and I was like, I keep hearing buzzing. I don't know where it's coming from. She's like, oh, isn't that great? ADD is so fun. And I was like, I can't find it, and I cannot concentrate on our conversation until I find it, and I put an end to it. It was my fucking, computer was on, and but it was in sleep mode, but it was doing a high pitch thing, so I just turned it off. Okay, I'm taking another drink. 1 moment, please. Ow. So, I woke up this morning and I was like, I need to go to the doctor. I checked my insurance. I said, you have no coverage. So I got very sad and angry because insurance should cover you throughout the year, and changes can't be made to insurance unless you have open enrollment or a life change. Oh, sorry about that. And she must have had open enrollment. Jesus Christ. Must have been open enrollment because it's not the end of the year, and I have not received information about divorce yet. So I messaged people in a group that I'm in, and I was like, hey, does anybody know where I can go where it's not very expensive to go get seen, because I have no insurance. And then all of them went on a crazy rampage about how I should still have insurance, like all this stuff. And I was just like, well, I looked this morning and it said that I don't have insurance, so there's nothing that I can do. And so I looked around, and appointments are very hard to get because you have to have appointments now because of COVID. You have to have appointments to go to the mini clinics. And last week I worked overtime so I could buy presents for everybody, because usually I'm in the position to not be able to afford presents for everybody. So I busted my ass last week to buy presents for everybody. Today's payday, and half of my pay went to this fucking doctor's appointment instead of presents. So fuck America. and I can't get access because I'm still legally married, and my access got taken away because I got legally married. And just like the whole fucking, what it comes down to, people just don't get married unless you really want to, but it's not worth it. So, I'm a little grumpy because I just had to spend a bunch of money on a fucking doctor's visit, even though the doctor was very nice. She was very, very nice, and it was the best time I've had at a doctor's office because we were just talking and laughing. But the good news is I don't got COVID because I don't have any of those symptoms. It's just a cold, and it is allergies and cold holding hands, making my life miserable. I thought I was sore throat this morning. I thought it was strep because I couldn't swallow. I was like, fuck, but it just turns out my room is so fucking cold. Even with my little humidifier, it's not working. But I do apologize that I didn't post an episode in a while because I've just been busy with school and work. As I said, I worked overtime And thinking about doing overtime this week, but it might not be considered overtime. It might be just straight pay because of the 2 days I missed. I don't know. But I'm honestly, should probably just put in my time that I need to, my regular time, because I just feel like shit. And who knows how I'm going to feel in the morning. Because I plan on going back to sleep after this podcast. And maybe watch some TV. And cuddle. So, yeah, that's what I've been doing. I had school, finals, working a lot. And then this past weekend was this party, the White Elephant party with the friends. And one of the kids there had strep, so I was afraid that I had strep. But I don't have a sore throat. It's just a little red from my postnasal drip. And my right ear is good, and my left ear is even better. She said she could see my eardrum perfectly. So I want to get my right ear up to that, you know. So anyway, not much is going on. I'll do a happier podcast later on, but as of right now, I've made a lot of decisions in my life that I'm ready to manifest into creation, and I already am doing that. All day yesterday I was taking care of some shit. And now it's just waiting for a divorce for my life to be even better. So I don't know how to find out if I'm divorced or not. And wouldn't you think that I would get papers? I don't know. I don't know anything about that stuff. I've never been married but once, and I've never been divorced. So, just waiting on that. And I'm just gonna go to bed now. I feel fucking exhausted. Even though I just had espresso. And I'm just sleepy. So, I'm gonna go. And I thank you for tuning in. And, I don't even know. This is the way my brain's been all day. So add ADD and fucking sickness together, it's no bueno. Even my doctor, the doctor that saw me today, she was the same way. And she's like, okay, wait, stop. I have to do one thing at a time because then I'll fucking I'll forget. She didn't say fucking. She said, I'll forget what I'm doing. I said, I understand. That's the way I am. I was like, you need to get one thing done at a time and not like go all over the place because then that one thing won't get done. Damn it, I need to move my deodorant out of the way of the TV. Oh, that means I have to get up. And when I get sick, I'm a big baby. I just want to be cuddled and taken care of. But that hasn't happened where I'm cuddled and taken care of. And for fuck's sake, man. Ever. Just kidding. The one person that took care of me when I was sick was a while ago, but she also went through my phone when I was sick and then was like, you were talking to this person. I was like, we weren't even dating then. Like, drama, women suck. But yeah, she was taking care of me and I was like deathly ill. Like a lot of, like, this is going to be TMI, but I had a fever. I was like sore throat. I was like dying basically. Like, it was really bad that, luckily it was on the weekend and the kids had to be gone at their other parents' house. I had a sore throat. I was sick. And then the antibiotics that they put me on gave me a yeast infection. So I had this horrible yeast infection. And I'm running a fever and, like, seeing shit because I'm so fucking sick. Like, I'm so delusional and, like, having visions or whatever the fuck you call it. Fever dreams. And then the girl that I was with goes through my phone. And she was like, you were doing this with this person. And I'm like, so we weren't together then. We weren't even, like, we had our first date, like, a few weeks later, and we didn't make it official until, like, this time, and I didn't do anything with that person when I was with you. And, like, so, like, I'm sick, and she's going through my phone. I'm like, we weren't together at all. We had our first date on this day. I'm like, I don't cheat, so, and I don't talk to other people that way when I'm in a relationship. Only fucking shitty humans do that. And they know who they are. So anyway, I'm just gonna go to bed now, because it's time to go. But anyways, yeah, I don't ever get sick. I become a big baby, and that was the last time. But she also made it really shitty for me to be sick because she went through my phone. Isn't that fucking crazy? Has anybody had that experience where, like, you're sick and somebody goes through your phone and starts saying shit to you about things that happened before you were together? Because it's really damn ridiculous. Like, insecurity. Like, I should have left her then. Oh, man. Like, there's insecurity, but then there's also finding reasons to fucking be a shitty human and, like, make things worse than they need to be, you know? Like, there's a fine line. Just like there's a fine line between love and hate. If you don't believe that, we'll have a discussion on that. Alright, it's time for me to go. I feel like poop. And I just spent half of my fucking overtime money on a goddamn doctor's visit. I need to find a way to... I wish I could just push this insurance thing up sooner, because my insurance doesn't happen until I'm at work when I get full-time. Or not full-time, I keep saying full-time, when I get hired on. Which is going to be sometime next month, and I just wish it was sooner. And of course I get sick. And I was like, yeah, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. You know, I'll be fine until I get work insurance, and then this happens. I wake up feeling like shit. Alright, I'm going to go to bed and watch some movies and drink the rest of my matcha tea. It's so good. Yeah, it is so good. Alright, thank you for tuning in to Roosevelt Rebel. Next time I'll have a better episode. I keep saying that, but things just keep getting weird. I will. I'll plan this one, because it's going to be like this weekend, maybe. Alright, thanks for tuning in. My name is Tisa, Roosevelt Rebel. Check me out on all the platforms under Rebel Riot _ Rebel _ Riot _ and there might be some changes coming soon. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Alright. Thank you to all my fans that are listening. All my listeners. Thank you. Goodbye.